Did you know that even though there are tens of thousands of words in the English language, you really only need about 3,000 of them to say anything you need to say? I'm teaching 3,000 words in 3,000 days. Stick with me and you'll get a new word every day. Logical. If something logical. If something is logical, it makes sense. It's logical. It is reasonable. It's valid. It's rational, analytical. It's coherent. If something is logical, it's sensible. She gave a logical explanation for why the experiment failed based on data collected. A logical explanation shows that there is reason behind the decision. She is explaining in a way that makes sense to everybody. She can justify her decision. It's only logical to save money regularly if you want to afford a big purchase later. So we often say it's only logical. If we say it's only logical, that means that it's sensible, it's reasonable. Everybody would think this is the case. His argument was logical, but it lacked emotional appeal. So not everyone was convinced. So the opposite of logical is often emotional. Maybe you do this in your cultures too. But in Western culture, we very frequently separate logical from emotional. We say that they are two very separate things. And then we focus our efforts on only one of them. A logical argument refers to reasoning based on facts, not feelings. When designing the software, the team followed a logical sequence to ensure each step worked properly. A logical sequence means you learned this, then you learned this, then you learned this. It's a logical sequence. Some people will argue that you have to learn English in a logical sequence. They will say that you have to learn how to say things in the present simple tense before you can learn to say things in the past simple tense. And sometimes that is true. Other times it's not true. But a lot of people will say there is a logical progression to what you can learn. I would argue that to speak really well, you just need a lot of vocabulary. The grammar will come, and it will come as you use it. There is not so much a logical sequence to learning words. That is just you use words to say what you want to say. So those are the words you need. It's logical, right? Learn a lot of words, you can say a lot of things. You also need the grammar, but vocabulary is more important. It's logical to assume that if the roads are icy, the traffic will be slower than usual. It's logical to assume. This is a conclusion that makes sense. And a lot of people will agree with it. The opposite of logical is illogical. The noun is logic. Now, the verb, if you look this up, you're going to see that there's really no verb for logic. However, I have heard it used as a verb. He logicked me out of the use of my car today. I've heard it used as a verb in a very informal way. If you logic someone to do something, it means you talked to them and you appealed to their reason, and they said, okay, you win. You logicked me out of that. Adjective is logical, and the adverb is logically. I really hope that you enjoyed this word. Use it 5 times today, write it down, commit it to memory, and I'll see you in the next lesson.